Assalamu alaikum, Shamaeel Ansari here. Welcome to the webinar of Shamaeel Ansari for TDAP. What is this webinar? This webinar is all about how do we proceed with the world of export. Let me introduce you to myself. I have been in the world of fashion for 34 years, one of the pioneer designers of Pakistan. I have been chairman of the Fashion Pakistan Council, and I am today on the board of governors of the fashion industry. Now that is Shamaeel Ansari for the Pakistani brand. Why am I here today on the webinar? I would like to expose my journey, my experience, and my business for all of you to learn. It is not just enough to do a fashion designing, to become a fashion designer in a country that is a lovely country of aesthetics, but a small country. आप अपने आप को power के साथ लेके चलें on your journey of fashion and business. That is what Shamaeel Ansari did. In 2000, I took my business forward to the world of exports. Shamaeel brand is the only brand in Pakistan that has worked with one of the classic brands internationally, and today is the only exporter and designer for the international markets. To start with as a designer into your journey of export, आप अपने आप को सिर्फ शादी जोड़ों से नहीं expose करेंगे, सिर्फ लॉन से नहीं expose करेंगे. To keep yourself internationally open and a big business, please look into the world of exports. So Shamaeel is a designer who actually graduated not in the fashion world, but in the world of business. My degree was from the University of California, Berkeley, from finance and corporate law. So I thought designing was something that I learned on my own self. Reading books, studying internet, traveling in countries, looking at designers, looking at places that inspire you as a designer. It was not just limited, it was internationally open. And of course, I had business language. So I actually traveled to many countries. I traveled to the United States to study various designers over there that are American. In Europe, to study various European designers. If you see the Shamaeel brand, it is not just about shadi jodas and kurta shalwars. It is about a lot of cosmopolitan fashion. So whenever I started fashion in the industry, and whenever I did shows, it was not just about bridal wear. It was about jackets, it was about various kinds of wearabilities that are open to Pakistan wearability and to international wearability. So once I started doing that, I said, why do not I take my business internationally if my inspiration and my learning is international? 2000, Shamaeel traveled to the United States. And I traveled to the United States. I approached 70 companies in New York, Manhattan, that are textile-oriented companies. Yes, I did have textile exposure because I was the first person to open lawn in Pakistan with the Crescent Group of Industries in the late 1980s. So I had exposure with textile companies. I had also designed for Gul Ahmad in 1992. So we're beyond that. Get your experience, travel abroad, approach yourself, never be scared. I approached a lot of companies, knocking on doors for 70 companies. And eventually I came on board with the first company that everybody knew in 2000 called the Donna Karan Home and Donna Karan Design. So my first export was a lovely design of leather shams did with bagal hair. My first export shipped out on the day of 9/11. When would I ship the next part of it? And of course, Afghanistan was closed to Pakistan. How would I again manufacture what I manufactured out of Afghanistan? I thought of something. I took whatever was left over of bagal hair and of leather, and I made a little booklet out of it. And I called it From Karakaram to Karen. And that was all about how vintage leather is made, how the colors cannot look the same. Again, it could be a different product with the same ideology, but it was about exclusivity. If somebody bought brown that was exported before, today somebody is going to take black or something yellow. So I wrote individual stories on color ships. I sent those books to Donna Karan. I got a personal call from her and I went on to the project. So never be afraid. Always be positive that it is your ideology that can lead you forward. Whatever goes wrong, how do you correct it? Your own authenticity. That is what export will hold you on towards. So for Donna Karan, I then set up in Pakistan the House of Design for Donna Karan Home. I took the journey of traveling to China, to India, and if they needed manufacture out there, I was open to the manufacture out there. So the designs were done by Shamaeel in Pakistan, but the manufacture was done internationally. Beyond that, I also worked with the company which is Eddie Bauer, the brand Eddie Bauer. If you are a designer, please do not limit yourself that I only make bridal wear, I only make jackets. Open your life to the world of export, to the world of clothing. So I went into badges, I went into denims. And eventually I also opened my own agency which was called Cashman Private Limited from 2000 to 2008, to actually be an agent for companies like Target, to be an agent for companies like Walmart. And what experience did that give me? The experience was to meet people over there, to come and have their brands manufactured by industries in Pakistan. Textile mills in Faisalabad, textile mills in Multan, textile mills in Karachi. So that gave me a whole lot of experience. How do textile industries work? How do designers work? इस दोनों चीजों में फर्क है. डिजाइनर्स जो होते हैं वो खुद बैठ के छोटी डिजाइनिंग करते हैं, वो खुद बैठ के जो उनकी इंडस्ट्री काम कर सकती है उसमें करते हैं, चाहे वो हाथ का काम हो, चाहे वो मशीन्स का काम हो. लेकिन इंडस्ट्रियल इंडस्ट्री जो होती है, एक्सपोर्ट इंडस्ट्री जो होती है, वो कौन सा काम करती है? सो आप डेनिम में जाएं. मैं डेनिम के साथ बहुत से एक्सपोर्ट करती थी. मैंने जाके डेनिम में लोगों को सिखाया कि उसको ब्रश कैसे करते हैं, डेनिम को आप एंजाइम डाल के उसका शेड कैसे बदल सकते हैं, डेनिम में आप एम्ब्रॉयडरी कैसे डाल सकते हैं, पॉकेट्स पे एम्ब्रॉयडरीज डालें. तो आई वुड वर्क विद द डेनिम इंडस्ट्री. आई वुड डिजाइन फॉर देम सर्टेन एस्पेक्ट्स, स्मॉल एस्पेक्ट्स ऑफ एम्ब्रॉयडरी, बट जो टेक पैक हमें बाहर से आता था उसको मैं डिजाइन करती थी, उसको मैं क्वालिटी कंट्रोल करती थी, and I would get huge manufacturers, like maybe 1,000 dozens per item. Export is always about dozens. Then I worked with knitwear, t-shirts. I worked with jackets on fleece. What was the design going to be? How do you learn what is fleece fabric? Do designers in the industry know what fleece fabric is? No, I learned about it. So once I spent a lot of time learning about how industries work. They work on multi-header embroideries, machines like the Barudan, like the Tajima. They work very little on hand embroidery, hardly any in Pakistan. And they work a lot on manufacture of fabrics, whether it is digital printing, whether it is weaving, whether it is export dyeing, and whether it is how actually you do your printing, whether it is on rotary printing or on digital printing. Where does your journey take you from the local industry of manufacturing a Pakistani fashion brand or products that are made for Asian customers onto the international aspect? आपने रिसर्च की, आपने स्टडी किया और आपने इंडस्ट्रीज में जाएं आप. Go to export companies and see how they manufacture. How do they quality control? Those who are attending this virtual workshop will get a certificate of attendance from TDAP. So fill in your details by clicking on the link below. If you go onto the websites or you go onto YouTubes and you study about how quality control aspects are managed by Walmart, by all big manufacturing companies, by Macy's, उनके laws होते हैं कि आप इस तरीके से एक्सपोर्ट पे जा सकते हैं. क्वालिटी कंट्रोल आप कैसे कर सकते हैं, आप उसकी स्टिचिंग कैसे कंट्रोल कर सकते हैं. और सबसे बड़ी इंपॉर्टेंट चीज है कि आप वो सीखें कि एक लेबोरेटरी में हमेशा एक्सपोर्ट का टेस्ट होगा. Whether it's SGS, go to SGS. Speak to SGS. How do people in export learn about the quality of export? कि भाई आपका फैब्रिक टॉक ना करे, आपका फैब्रिक फटे ना, कितनी उसमें सीजीज होती हैं जिसको आप कंट्रोल कर सकते हैं, वो कैसे मेजर होती हैं, एम्ब्रॉयडरीज में धागा कहाँ से ना फटे. Please go to SGS and they will teach you all about how to learn, how laboratories actually gauge how things are done. So first a sample is made and the sample is first tested out in laboratories for quality of fabric, for quality of embroideries. Then उसको आप manufacture bulk में लेके जाएं. Bulk में भी 10% कपड़ा लिया जाएगा, outfits लिए जाएंगे और वो फिर test होंगे so that there is a sync between what you have actually made as a sample and it is approved and whether randomly they are checked out for actually the quality of it. So go to laboratories, go to industries and see how international manufacture is done. TDAP is also a very important aspect for you to know about, the Trade Development Authority of Pakistan. I am sure you can go and approach people over there and ask, how does the world in export work out? आप LC कैसे खोलते हैं through a bank? आप export में लोगों को कैसे पहचानते हैं? What are the laws? What is an FOB in export? How do you export products? How do you ship products? How do you open LC to actually manufacture the product? But the most important aspect is, how do you get in touch with people? What do you want to manufacture? TDAP will put you through to people. Contact them. Study the industry. Make a sync between आप क्या प्रोड्यूस करते हो और आप बाहर की किस इंडस्ट्री को जो है अप्रोच कर सकते हो. The world of exports. आप अपने ब्रांड को किस तरीके से एक्सपोर्ट तक लेके जाएंगे? आपको तो इसमें बहुत अटेंशन देनी है, आपको इसमें बहुत परसिवियरेंस देनी है और बहुत परफेक्शन देनी है. ये 3 वर्ड्स बड़े नॉर्मल वर्ड्स हैं. द मोस्ट इंपॉर्टेंट वर्ड हियर इज ऑथेंटिसिटी एंड ओरिजिनलिटी. जब आप अपनी ओरिजिनलिटी पे आएंगे और कोई बाहर से इसको देख सकेगा, तभी वो कहेगा इस इंसान को, इस डिजाइनर को मैं चांस दूंगा या दूंगी. सो एक डिजाइनर जो एक्सपोर्ट वर्ल्ड में जाना चाहता है, एक्सपोर्ट वर्ल्ड के लिए डिजाइन करने के लिए, वो डिजाइनर हमेशा अपने ब्रांड को ओरिजिनल रखेगा. ओरिजिनलिटी को एक्सप्रेस करना इज अ वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट एस्पेक्ट. ओरिजिनलिटी इन डिजाइन इज इंपॉर्टेंट. अपने आप को मार्केट करें with your ideology in shows or in your shoots. You have to do it in a different way. Here is yet another video जो आप देखें और आप इसमें समझ सकेंगे कि शमाइल ने अपने ब्रांड को किस तरीके से एक्सपोज किया है. Different ideologies of shows. Here is another one, which is Symposium of Queens. When you actually do shows and shoots in a different way, you are actually exposing them on your social media and internationally marketing it तभी कोई बायर आप में इंटरेस्टेड होगा। तो आप अपनी ओरिजिनलिटी को मद्देनजर रखें अपनी शूट्स में और अपने शोज में। मेक इट ओरिजिनल so that people approach you to know that you have the talent to be different. What is the world of export? Fashion to the world of export. Cosmopolitan products. Cosmopolitan products में आप different कैसे होंगे? आप embroidery कीजिए. Pakistan is a huge country for hand embroidery. Here are some images where Shamaeel uses for her export products hand embroidery. Look how cosmopolitan it looks. Look how different it looks. What are the other industries that you must expose yourself to and learn for export? Please go to the industries that print on fabric. Today's world is the world of digital printing. So please go and see what is digital printing. It is bulk printing. The world of export is the world of bulk. So this is how your production needs to be. A fashion designer cannot just be in export into a small production. Look at the mass production that is done in digital printing. Learn about it. How does embroidery become reasonable for exporting? Yes, handwork is there always as a small element, as an addition on mass production. So you turn yourself around to the world of industrial embroidery. Industrial embroidery is in bulk. Export is always in bulk. So do your resham embroidery with the world of industrial embroidery. Here is how it looks. So work with your layering. You took the fabric, you had it printed. You had the industrial embroidery done. And here are little elements that you will see in the image that are actually handworked. That is the originality of a product. A product that is manufactured in countries where hand embroideries, where ideologies retain the essence of ethnic, retain the essence of history, and you turn the history of your country into modernity and a cosmopolitan product. So, you have learned how to be progressive. You have learned to take the journey not just with Asian style, but internationally. You have learned what to learn from TDAP in terms of the process of export, how to get in touch with people. You have learned how to approach industry from mass manufacture. And you are being different in making your product different internationally. Welcome to the world of exports. Welcome from fashion onto growing your product into the export world. The black jacket. What do we learn about the black jacket that we have seen in the shoot today? Black jacket is a cosmopolitan jacket. What is cosmopolitan jacket? A jacket that you can wear in Pakistan, a jacket that you can wear abroad, and it has many wearabilities on occasions. And how do you wear it different? अगर आप इस जैकेट को देखें और इसके डिटेल्स देखें तो आपको ये बात पता चलेगी कि ये एक एक्सपोर्ट ओरिएंटेड प्रोडक्ट है और इसको आप देखें, इसमें कई चीजें हैं जो एक्सपोर्ट ओरिएंटेड हैं। इसमें एक जैकेट है, इसमें बेल्ट है, इसमें एम्ब्रॉयडर्ड नेकलेस है, नॉट ज्वेलरी बट एन एम्ब्रॉयडर्ड नेकलेस, इसमें ग्लव्स हैं, इसमें पैंट है। अगर हम ओपन कर रहे हैं फॉर आवरसेल्व्स टू द वर्ल्ड ऑफ एक्सपोर्ट, आपका प्रोडक्ट एक्सपोर्ट ओरिएंटेड होना चाहिए। इसकी डिटेल्स को देखें, इसके कलर को देखें। इसका कलर इज नॉट रेड, इसका कलर इज नॉट गोल्डन, इसका कलर इज ब्लैक। ब्लैक इज अ प्राइमरी कलर। एक्सपोर्ट मार्केट में जाने के लिए आपको प्राइमरी कलर्स उठाने पड़ते हैं और इसमें जो प्रिंट है दैट इज एन ओरिजिनल शमाइल प्रिंट। वेयर इज दिस एक्चुअली इंस्पायर्ड फ्रॉम? Inspired from the House of Versailles. House of Versailles is not in Pakistan. House of Versailles is in France. So anything that is French fashion is something that is internationally accepted. Therefore, you will see that the paintings that are on the print are from the House of Versailles. It is heritage, international heritage. And the embroideries in gold, that is actually cultivated in Pakistan. However, it looks very, very cosmopolitan. Embroideries, as I mentioned, is a very important aspect that Pakistan can offer to the entire world. अगर आप डॉलर्स को लें और देखें, it is very reasonable to get export embroideries done in Pakistan. Something that I will speak about that needs to be developed in Pakistan. So, आप cosmopolitanly इस ऑब्जेक्ट को ऑब्जर्व करें. आप इसको जैकेट की तरह कोई पहन सकता है. Even with or without a pant, with a skirt, you can develop this entire idea into a short jacket. Gloves are made by Shamaeel brand also, from original leather and embroidery. And so is the belt. So is the embroidered necklace. So it is not just one aspect of producing for exports. It is an aspect of producing necklaces that can sell separately, belts that can sell separately, gloves or the outfit that can sell separately. Second outfit designed by Shamaeel for exports. Once again, if you see the second outfit, you will see that the colors are very primary colors. Now what is this outfit? आप इसको observe करें. अगर आपने plain jacket बनानी है तो वो चाइना से भी बन सकती है, वो इंडिया से भी बन सकती है, वो कहीं से बन सकती है, लेकिन इस पे आप एम्ब्रॉयडरी ऑब्जर्व करें. अगर इसको हम लो कॉस्ट पे एक्सपोर्ट करना चाहते हैं, द बेस्ट प्लेस टू एम्ब्रॉयडर प्रोडक्ट्स विथ हैंडवर्क इज पाकिस्तान. सो ये जो जैकेट है, ये एक बहुत ही ओकेजनल वेयर पे होगा इंटरनेशनली, और ये एक हाई वैल्यू, हाई लेवल प्राइस है. ऑब्जर्व इट. दिस इज लाइक अ Chanel jacket. This is like a Louis Vuitton expensive jacket. This is very much also like an expensive Gucci jacket. So this product value would be something like $4,000 US. And it's huge profit that you can make in that if it is produced in Pakistan. अगर आप इसको नोटिस करें तो look at the way it is structured. It is structured with various positionings of lines, squares. हर चीज जब आप एक्सपोर्ट पे बनाएं, it cannot be here and there. It has to be perfectly manufactured. There has to be quality surveillance on your product. अगर आप हाथ का काम कर रहे हैं तो उसके बैक पे ये नहीं हो सकता कि there is just a little bit of glue on it. It has to be functioned with correct embroidery. It has to be layered inside with a backing, and it has to be perfectly organized and perfectly positioned embroidery for export. Notice the pant in it also. The reason why I am showing the pant in it is it's an embroidered pant, which matches very well in primary colors with the jacket. आप pant को देखें. The pant has also primary print on it. Now, do you want to go into a jacket or do you want to go into a pant? So when you do export products, do not limit yourself to just the whole look. Do it, price it in a way that a pant can be worn separately with any plain black shirt, a plain black jacket, a white shirt, a silver shirt, or the jacket on its own with a short skirt or pants. So study your product in a way that there is variety that you can export, and it is feasible and wearable with any other product. What do you see when you see the second jacket and the pant? Inspiration is a very important aspect for originality. How do you introduce yourself into the world of exports? Not by making just a plain jacket. Yes, it works very well if you can do it in lower price. But if you want to offer Pakistan fashion world into exports, then you must get inspired by some things. This product of mine, the second jacket, is inspired by the Tudors. Watch it. It's not just plain black. Yes, plain black is primary, but it has a very, very delicate Tudor print on it. And it has very geometric embroidery, which was very much in the times of the Tudors. See the embroidery on the pants. Again, the print is very inspired by the Tudors, and the embroidery too is inspired by the Tudors. Why the Tudors? Because the Tudors is international history. It is exposed international history. When you talk about films that are on Tudors, when you see so much that the Tudors have been there for.